Hello and welcome to WFTB at the Dayton Rehoboth Regional High School Gymnasium, where tonight we have the Dayton Rehoboth Falcons taking on the Old Rochester Bulldogs. This is Jared Duarte alongside Jay Lake. And Jay, Wednesday night against the Vikings of Wareham proved to be a great game, although the Falcons dropped it 62-61.
Yeah, Jared, the Falcons were down 13 points in the early going of the second half. They mustered up what I believe is their best half of the season, came back, they just fell short of in that game.
Well, Jay, tonight against another SEC opponent, it's a tough one, the OR Bulldogs.
Yeah, Jared, they're going to have to keep up their tenacious play, and should prove to be another good game.
Well, we'll see if it is, and we'll be right back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off.
Falcons coached by Mr. Glenn Fields, number 24, junior A.J. Ferreira. For the Bulldogs, number 42, sophomore Alex Rogers. For the Falcons, number 20, junior Chris DeMello. For the Bulldogs, number 33, junior Joe Riskin. For the Falcons, number 44, junior Jeff Tracy. For the Bulldogs, number 20, senior Kelly Robinson. For the Falcons, number 32, senior George Palenka. For the Bulldogs, number 41, senior captain Andy McGregor. And for the Falcons, number 11, senior captain Joe Silva. To remind all fans in attendance that no food or drink is allowed inside the gymnasium. Thank you for your cooperation.
And here we are, Jay, getting ready for the start of this one. Falcons coming in at a 2-12 clip overall with a 1-10 SEC record.
Yeah, Jared, the DR Falcons are going to have to come out and play tough defense right from the get-go and hopefully come out to an early lead.
3-9 Old Rochester Bulldogs in the conference. Only one, maybe two games above the Falcons. And we're getting ready for the starting tip-off here. Same lineup for the Falcons as been starting in the past three games, with Trace center, Ferreira, and George Corentis playing the forward spots. Corentis more of a wingman, and Joe Silver and Chris DeMello the guards. Here we are ready for the tip-off. Jeff Tracy against number 20, Kelly Robinson, and the Bulldogs win the tip. Started out by number 41, Andy McGregor, and he gives to Joe Riskin. 33 Riskin. Falcons come out with a man-to-man defense. Tipped away by George Corentis, and the Bulldogs will have it out of bounds.
It's nice to see, Jared, the Falcons come out with this nice pressure defense.
Andy McGregor gives to Doug Marta, the point guard. Riskin gives to Rogers. Rogers back to Riskin. Played A.J. Ferreira down low to Robinson. Doesn't work. And the Bulldogs are going to keep the ball. McGregor to inbound. Gives to Robinson. Guarded by Jeff Tracy. Robinson kicks back out to Marta. Riskin for three. Can't find the range. And the rebound by number 42, Alex Rogers. Rogers gives to McGregor. Gives to Riskin, who puts it home and gets fouled. The first foul of the night is going to go on A.J. Ferreira. A.J. Ferreira, Jay, already starting out in foul trouble.
It's nice to see the DR Falcons coming out in nice pressure defense. Just couldn't maintain it for a long period of time.
Riskin at the line, trying to finish off the three-point play. And he does so. 3-0 early for the Bulldogs. 5:15 left here in the first. Joe Silva running the offense for the Falcons. Gives to Tracy. Over to DeMello. George Corentis. DeMello fakes the three and gives to Ferreira. Joe Silva just inside the three-point line. Can't find the range in the rebound by Marta. Marta gives to Riskin. Riskin over to Rogers. Back out to Riskin. Riskin down low, and he finds Andy McGregor. 5-0 early in favor of the Bulldogs.
Poor weak side defense on that trip down the floor, Jared.
Jeff Tracy gives to Chris DeMello. Back out to Tracy. Joe Silva back to A.J. Ferrara, drives through the lane. He'll pick up the foul on number 41, Andy McGregor. One team foul apiece here early going. And the Falcons will inbound the ball. Chris DeMello finds Joe Silva behind 3. George Corinthus for 3. Front rim, rebound by Riskin. He'll take it out. Gives to Rogers, pulls up, and he hits.
The Falcons down 7-0 here in the early going, Jared. They can't settle for the outside shot this trip down the floor. They're going to have to work it around and get it to the big man underneath.
And they do so to AJ. Kicks back to Jeff Tracy. Can't find the range. And number 20, Kelsey Robertson comes out with the rebound. Kelsey gives to Rogers. Over to Mata. Riskin once again. Trying to find Robertson down low. They find Rogers, pulls up once again. And the rebound by A.J. Ferrara. Rogers is going to get a loose ball foul. George Francis will inbound the ball for the Falcons to Joe Silva. .13:40 remaining here in the first. And Chris DeMello with the ball. Falcons once again moving the ball at the point. Finds Joe Silva, fakes. Back to Silva. He hits. First 2 for the Falcons of the night.
Let me tell you, Jared, the Falcons really need to score that trip down the court, Jared.
Mata gives to Riskin. Got it by A.J. Ferrara. Riskin looks, finds Rogers. Back out to Mata. Rogers can't find Robertson down low. And gives back to Riskin. Down low to Rogers, and he loses the handle. Out of bounds, it'll be Falcons ball. 7-2 in favor of the Old Rochester Bulldogs. Joe Silva running the point. Guarded by Riskin. Over to Corinthus. A.J. Ferrara on the wing. Can't find anything, kicks over to Jeff Tracy. Chris DeMello gives to A.J. Ferrara. DeMello from 3, fakes, drives, pulls up. No good, rebound by A.J. Ferrara, and left hand goes in.
Nice offensive position there by A.J. Ferrara to get that rebound and lay it right back in there, Jared.
Here's Riskin. Drives towards the middle of the lane, stops, and hits.
Can't allow that penetration, Jared. Riskin's going to hit that shot all night.
Joe Silva. Drives, guarded by Riskin. Gives to Corinthus. Over to A.J. Ferrara, who drives. Pulls up, gives to Joe Silva for 3. No good, and a rebound by Alex Rogers. Gives to Mata. Nearly stolen by Joe Silva, and the Rochester Bulldogs will have it out of bounds. Rogers will inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. Does so to Joe Riskin. Riskin trying to find McGregor down low, but guarded closely by George Corinthus. Now he finds McGregor. Reverse layup. Won't fall, and Corinthus pulls down the rebound. Corinthus runs up the court and now gives to Silva. Silva drives. Dishes to DeMello. And it rolls around the rim and falls for Chris DeMello. Front court pressure by Chris DeMello and A.J. Ferrara on Mata. Gives to Riskin. Open lane. Can't get it to fall, and Joe Silva comes out with it. Finds Jeff Tracy. Dishes down low to Chris DeMello. And it'll be off Joe Riskin out of bounds. Falcons ball.
Nice hustle by Riskin down the court that time to break up the 2-on-1 there, Jared.
Chris DeMello to inbound. Finds Silva for 3. Won't fall. Rebound by Jeff Tracy. DeMello for 3. No good. Rebound by Mata, and Joe Silva will be called for the over-the-back foul.
Falcons really settling for the outside shot here, Jared. It's just not falling for them. I believe next time down the court, they're going to have to work it around and get it to the big men down low for the high percentage shot.
Joe Riskin will inbound for the Bulldogs. Scott Corsi, number 22, checks in for the Falcons. And number 43, Mark Poyant, checks in for the Bulldogs.
The Falcons' offense not really clicking right now, Jared, but the defense is keeping them in this game. Only down by 3 points with a score of 9-6.
Here's Mata, gives to Riskin, guarded by Ferrero. Gives to Poyant, just into the game. Tries to find McGregor down low. And there'll be a foul on number 22, Scott Corsi. Third team foul for the Falcons. And the Bulldogs will inbound. McGregor down low to Poyant. Fakes up. Oh, and he's hacked on top of the head by Jeff Tracy. Good foul, and they'll make him go to the line to shoot 2.
Good foul there, Jared, but you just can't let him get the inbounds pass in that easy.
Mark Poyant to shoot 2. 10:29 remaining here in the first. 9-6 in favor of the Bulldogs. Poyant receives the ball from the referee. Sets, shoots, and he hits. Bulldogs by 4. He hits the second as well. Scott Corsi will inbound the ball to Joe Silva. Front court pressure by Riskin. Chris DeMello over to A.J. Ferrero. Scott Corsi gives to Joe Silva. Corsi finds A.J. Ferrero. Joe Silva calls out his play. And he gives to Chris DeMello. Finds A.J. Ferrero. Wide open Joe Silva fakes the shot, drives, and is fouled.
Let's see the Falcons driving on that trip down the court, Jared. As a result of the foul, and Joe Silva is going to be at the line for 2.
Number 42, Alex Rogers, picks up the foul for the Bulldogs, and number 23, Tommy Ramos, will check in for the Falcons. Joe Silva at the line, shooting 2. Number 13, Mark Marusi, checks in for the old Rochester Bulldogs. And Alex Rogers will take a seat. Joe Silva hits the first. Well, Jay, Joe Silva goes back to those traditional green socks that he sported in the first few games of the season.
Yeah, Joe Silva, a little superstition in him. The old lucky green soccer socks.
Joe Silva hits 2, and the Falcons are down by 3. Here's Marusi. Double teamed, gives to Mata, who drives and travels. Another turnover for the Bulldogs, and the Falcons will take the ball out of bounds.
The extended man-to-man defense proves dividends there for the Falcons.
Joe Silva brings it up, guarded by Marusi. Over to Corsi. Down low to Ferreira. Back out to DeMello for 3. Short, and the rebound by number 41, Andy McGregor. McGregor gives to Marusi. McGregor down low. Poyant hits off the glass. 13-8 Bulldogs. 9:20 remaining here in the first. And Joe Silva brings the ball up to the Falcons. Over to Corsi. Gives to Ferreira. Down low to Silva, and he puts it home. Nice ball movement by the Falcons there, Jay.
That's what you like to see, Jad. The nice perimeter passing and the easy shot down low.
His Marusi got it tough by Joe Silva. McGregor down low, tipped away by A.J. Ferrero. Bulldogs ball out of bounds. McGregor to inbound. Browns Poyant takes the shot. No good, and a rebound by Scott Corsi. Scott Corsi playing well of late on the boards and defensively all around. Corsi finds DeMello. Over to Ramos. Finds Joe Silva. A.J. Ferreira. Down low to Silva, doesn't work. And the ball will be out of bounds off Scott Corsi. Bulldogs ball.
Falcons trying to force that pass inside there, Jared. It's not going to go through anybody's hand.
Riskin finds Mata on the inbound. Over to Marusi. Marusi over to McGregor. In the middle. Poyant picked up by Riskin and put home. Joe Riskin.
Can't allow that easy pass in the paint there, Jared. Gotta have somebody in there.
Joe Silva gives to Scott Corsi. Finds Chris DeMello. Down low to Silva. Kicks back out to Ferrer for the shot. No good, and the rebound. Foul goal on Joe Silva over the back. Tough call on the Falcons there. That's a second on Silva. That'll be the 15th foul for the Falcons. George Corinthus will check in for Silva, as we don't want our point guard in foul trouble early. Riskin inbounds to Mata. Got it closely by DeMello. Finds Riskin down low, pulls up. Gets the roll.
Riskin's gonna make that shot all night, Jared. You gotta put somebody out on him that close.
Corinthus gives to Corsi. Finds DeMello. Tries. A nice left hand by DeMello, but it doesn't fall. Rebound by McGregor.
Good move there by Chris DeMello. Just didn't fall for him.
Poyant. Over to Mata. Back to Poyant. Fakes the three. Drives. Gives to Riskin, but it doesn't fall. Rebound by A.J. Ferreira. Ferreira gives to Ramos in the front court. Ramos drives and pulls up. Finds A.J. Ferreira again, who drives himself. Gets his own rebound. Up and good, and he gets the foul.
Great individual effort there by A.J. Ferreira to come up the court, drive through the lane, and put up that shot.
Doug Mata, number 11 for the Bulldogs, will get the foul. Score now 17-12 in favor of the Bulldogs. Nice move by A.J. Ferreira. That's what we like to see with him driving, getting his own rebound off the miss. First set, shoots, in and out. Ramos fights for the rebound, but McGregor gets the ball. McGregor will drive on Corsi. Dishes off to Mata. Mata will run the point. Played by DeMello. Kicks to Marusi. Over to McGregor. Down low to Riskin on Ferreira. Foul on the floor, and A.J. Ferreira is going to pick it up. That'll be his second foul.
Well, John, that's a fourth or fifth time we've seen the inbounds pass go right into the middle of the heart of the DR defense. You can't allow that to happen, Jared.
Bulldogs will inbound the ball up at first. Number 11, Joe Silva, will check in for Ferreira, who picks up his second. Andy McGregor will inbound the ball. Finds Mata out deep. Looking for Riskin down low. Can't find him. Poyant does find Riskin. Backs in Joe Silva. And number 33, Joe Riskin, will pick up the offensive foul as he cleared out with his left hand. Falcons will inbound the ball.
Good job by Joe Silva that time to maintain his position on defense to pick up the offensive foul there, Jared.
Bulldogs put on a little three-quarter press, but it's proves to be ineffective. Corsi gives to Corinthus. Back to Corsi, over to Tom Ramos, pulls up and hits. Tommy Ramos.
Boy, John, you knew that one was going in as soon as you let it go. Tom Ramos spotted up for that beautifully.
Tom Ramos with good range for a big guy. And Mata. Mata gives to Poyant. Looking for McGregor down low, played tough by Corsi. Poyant drives, stops. Gives to Marusi. Played by Corinthus. Tough defense by Corinthus. Back out. McGregor pulls up. And he hits. Don't expect that from a big guy, but he hit it. Oh, nothing but net. 19-14 Bulldogs. Chris DeMello for three. No good. Rebound by Ramos. Up and in with a foul. Tom Ramos.
Tom Ramos saw the shot coming, got the offensive position, got the rebound, and laid it right in.
Foul will be on McGregor. That'll be his second, and A.J. Ferreira will check in for the Falcons. Scott Corsi will take a seat. He did a good job while he was in there. And there'll be a timeout on the floor for the Bulldogs. They're ahead 19-16. We'll be right back. FDB back from the timeout. 6 minutes remaining here in the first half, and Coach Glenn Fieldjay was trying to impress upon his players to pick up the pace a little bit there. Fast-paced offense hasn't come into effect yet so far.
Not only that, Jared, he wants them to tighten up their defense down low so they don't get that easy pass to the paint.
Tommy Ramos trying to finish off his three-point play. He'll get the shot. Six-team fouls apiece. Ramos front rim. 5-4. Pulled down by George Corinthus. Prentice gives back out to Silva to run the point. And Tommy Ramos travels. Kelsey Robinson, number 20 for the Bulldogs, will check back in. Number 41, Andy McGregor, will take a seat for the Bulldogs.
Falcons seem to be coming out with a little man-to-man pressure full court here, Jared.
Inbound to Marusi, played by Carantis. He'll give to Mata. Mata will be played by DeMello. Back out, Riskin to Marusi. Looking down low to Robinson, can't find him. Gives to Mata. Mata over to Poyant, also looking down low. Finds Robinson, puts it home.
Can't give up that position down low, Jared. That's an easy hoop every time.
AJ Ferreira fronted Robinson, but they still dished it over the top. Joe Silva drives down low. Nice play, Tommy Ramos. Good pass by Joe Silva. 21-18 Bulldogs. Mata once again played by DeMello. Little dub team pressed by Carantis. Marusi. Back out to Mata. Over to Poyant. Played by Silva. Poyant pulls up off the glass. No good. Rebound by Ramos. Almost stripped by Riskin, but Ramos gives to Silva. Fast pace over to DeMello. Joe Silva. Carantis fakes the three and gives to Ferreira. Over to Tommy Ramos. Joe Silva looking down low. Can't find anyone. DeMello also looks down low. Gives to AJ. Pulls up. No good. Rebound by Riskin. Riskin will take it himself. 4.5 remaining here in the first half. Falcons down by 3. Here's Mata. Gives to Poyant. Pulls up. Short. Rebound by Carantis, and they break it out. Carantis pulls up. No good. The ball will go over to the Bulldogs. Out of bounds. That's what the Falcons want, the fast-paced game, Jay.
You're right, Jared. Good fast break offense there by the Falcons that time. Just didn't drop for him.
It'll be Riskin to inbound. Does so to Mata, played by DeMello. Mata looks, finds Marusi. Thinks about the three, but doesn't take it. He'll give to Poyant. Looking down low to Robinson. He finds him. He ups. And he's good. Over AJ Ferreira. Falcons down by 5.
That's too easy, Jared. Allowing them to get the pass inside the paint. Turnover there.
AJ looks down low to Ramos. Can't find him. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Here's Mata. Mata throws it away with Falcons falling everywhere. Number 33, Tony Maddox will check in for the Falcons now. And number 41, Andy McGregor back in for the Bulldogs.
Falcons down 5 here, Jared. They're going to look to maintain their poise on offense, pass it around the perimeter, and look for a good shot underneath.
Here's Joe Silva once again at the point. Silva calls out his play, gives to DeMello. DeMello out to Ramos. Back to Silva. Over to Maddox. Finds DeMello. Looking down low. 3! Chris DeMello as he pulled up. And he hit. Good sign for Chris DeMello.
They dared him to take it, Jared, and he did.
There'll be a foul out front. Foul will go on DeMello as he reached out and grabbed Doug Mata of the Bulldogs. It'll be 1-1 as both teams are now in the bonus.
Falcons down only 2 here, Jared. 3:13 left in the half.
Close the gap. They were down 5, now down 2. And here's Mata at the line. He dips. He shoots. And he hits. Here's Mata once again. His second shot. 24-21 Bulldogs. 3:13 remaining here in the first. Mata once again hits, and the Falcons will inbound.
These Bulldogs good foul shooters, Jared. Fouls later on going to hurt them down the stretch.
Joe Silva looks down low, finds Ramos. Get a foul from behind on Andy McGregor. That'll be his second, I believe, Jay.
Nice to see these big guys of Old Rochester getting in foul trouble, Jared.
Check that. That's 3 on McGregor, and he'll take a seat. One and 1 for Tommy Ramos. 3:04 remaining here in the first half. Ramos misses the first, and the rebound will go to Marusi. Number 44, Jeff Tracy will check in for the Falcons. On the 4, there'll be a foul on the Falcons. Foul will go on DeMello once again. That'll be his second.
Falcons really can't afford Chris DeMello getting in foul trouble here, Jared. He's their main shooter.
Tommy Ramos will take a seat, and number 14, Brian Caldwell will check in for the Falcons, and George Corentis will sit down. 2:56 remaining here in the first. And there'll be a timeout on the floor, charged to the Falcons. 2:56 remaining, 25-21 Bulldogs. Here we are with number 11, Doug Motter at the line, shooting 2 free throws. Falcons down by 4.
Get out of there.
In and out for Motter as he hit his first 2 at the line. Can't find the range on this one. He'll get a second. Motter dips, shoots, and he hits. 26-21 Bulldogs. Caldwell inbounds to Silva. Got it closely by Marusi. Over to Caldwell. Looking down low, can't find anybody. Finds Chris DeMello over to Jeff Tracy. Down low to Silver, and he's fouled by Marusi. Joe Silva will go to the line shooting 1-1. Well, Jay, the Falcons are going to have to make their free throws here if they want to close the gap before halftime. They haven't hit them very well so far. See if Joe Silva can make some. Silva receives the ball for his first free throw. And he hits the first one from charity. He'll get another.
Falcons close the gap here to 4 with 2:42 remaining in the first half.
Silva, he hits the second. Gap is only 3.
Falcons coming out with a little pressure defense here in hopes of a Bulldog turnover.
Number 32, Darren Garcia now in for the Bulldogs. And he gives to Marusi. Marusi drives, ups. Can't get it to fall. Be a rebound. Foul 4 out of bounds. Nice job by Brian Caldwell as the Falcons will get the ball. Joe Silva gives to DeMello. Out to Caldwell. Falcons are doing a good job here with their perimeter passing. Tracy over to Caldwell, takes it. Bang! Brian Caldwell for 2.
Falcons only down 1 now, Jared, with 2:10 remaining.
Here's Marusi. Trapped. Down low to Riskin. Pulls up, gives to Robertson. He's fouled. Oh, nice move. Almost gets it to fall. He'll go to the line. Foul will be on Caldwell. His first. 2 minutes remaining. Falcons down by only 1 with Robertson at the line. Kelsey Robertson for the Bulldogs. He dips, he shoots, in and out. Lead still 1 for the Bulldogs. Dip, shoots again. No good, rebound by Caldwell. Out to Silva.
Falcons going to have to maintain their poise here on offense in hopes to take the lead before halftime.
Tony Maddox is fouled from behind by a Bulldog.
It's going to be a one-on-one opportunity for Tony Maddox.
Referee trying to confuse us there, Jay. The foul going to number 32, Darren Garcia over the Bulldogs. Tony Maddox, 1-1. Minute 50 remaining here in the first half. Maddox dips, shoots, and in. Tie ball game, Jay. Tie ball game. That's what the Falcons have been looking for. Close the gap before halftime, and they've done it.
Well, Jared, they're down 7-0 early on.
Here's Maddox. He'll get his second free throw. He dips, shoots. It's good. Falcons take their first lead of the night, 27-26. Full court press by the Falcons in a trap. Chris DeMello guarding Doug Motter, and the Bulldogs will break the press. Motter drives. Foul go on Maddox. It looked like he had position, and he'll call for the block.
Sure did, Jeb. The men in black and white didn't see it that way, and that's what counts.
Guess so, Jay. And Motter will go to the line, shooting 1-1, I believe. No, the referee signals 2 shots. Motter's been at the line considerable amount here in the first half, Jay.
He's
And
a good foul shooter, Jared, as he nails the first one.
he hits, and he's making good in all his free-throw attempts so far tonight. His second shot, in and out, rebound once again by Caldwell, gives to Joe Silva, tie ball game, 27 apiece. Joe Silva runs the offense. Down low to Maddox, back out to Caldwell for three. He's got it! Brian Caldwell, an uncalled for and rarely heard of shooter for the Falcons, and he's come up with 5 points here at the end of the first half.
Well, John, they left him wide open. He sees the opportunity.
He's been in there.
Down low to Robinson, got it by Maddox, moves. Blocked by Caldwell and a rebound by Maddox. Gives to Joe Silva. Down low to Tracy. Tracy ups. No good, in a rebound by Mata. Down the court to Robinson, and he'll get the foul on Jeff Tracy. Probably a good foul, Jay, as Robinson almost had the sure bucket.
Yeah, Jared, Falcons up 30-27 with 55 seconds remaining in the first half.
Kelsey Robinson, his second trip at the line. 55 seconds remaining here in the first half. 30-27 Falcons. Number 23, Tommy Ramos, will check back in for the Falcons, replacing Jeff Tracy. Tracy leaves the game with 2 fouls. Here's Robinson at the line. He dips, shoots, and hits the first. Falcons by 2. Dip, shoots, misses the second one, rebound by DeMello. He breaks, 1-on-2, and he'll pull up. Gives to Silva. Takes the 3, and he'll pull it back out and call his play. Gives to DeMello. Out to Tony Maddox. Maddox looking, finds Joe Silva. Down low to DeMello. Check that, down low to Caldwell, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting 1-and-1. Foul will go on Riskin. Riskin's second foul.
Brian Caldwell making the best of his playing time late on in the first half.
Brian Caldwell with 5 points and a few rebounds here. Also a block shot. In and out on the free throw. Rebound by Ramos. Up, off the glass, no good. And a rebound by Garcia. Garcia gives to Riskin. Played by Ramos. Riskin looking. Finds Mata. Mata at the point. Gives to Marusi, played by Silva. Over to Garcia, down low. Pulls up, he'll give back out to Marusi. Fakes the 3, drives. Can't find anyone, and he'll give to Robinson. 3 seconds on the Bulldogs as the Falcons played tenacious defense here. 5 seconds remaining in the first half. And Caldwell will inbound the ball for the Falcons. Caldwell gets the ball. Inbounds to DeMello. 3-2. DeMello pulls up. And the ball goes out of bounds. That's the end of the first half here with the Falcons leading 30-28. We'll be right back with some second half action. Here we are back, WFDB, and the Falcons are going to try to close this 11-point gap, Jay. With Joe Riskin will be at the line.
Well, John, from now on, the Falcons are going to have to bear down on defense and let the Bulldogs score as little as possible. It's going to be tough enough to get back from this 11-point deficit.
As we said, only 6:09 remaining here in the second half, and the Falcons are going to have to work quick. Here's Riskin at the line. Dips, shoots. No good. And the rebound by Chris DeMello. Gives to Caldwell. Cross court to Ramos. Joe Silva running the point to Caldwell. Over to Ramos. Tony Maddox out top. Joe Silva behind 3-point line. Brian Caldwell. Over to DeMello. Fakes the three. Gives to Ramos. Tommy Ramos. Joe Silva. Guarded by Marusi. Back to Caldwell. Caldwell drives down low to Ramos. Dishes back. Caldwell drives. And he's fouled by Riskin on the way up. He'll be shooting two. That'll be Riskin's fourth foul of the night.
Falcons really need these free throws to go down for him here, Jared. As the first one does.
Caldwell finds the razor in the first one, and number 43, Mark Pouillon, checks back in for the Bulldog. Riskin will take a well-needed rest because he's played every minute thus far. Caldwell for a second shot. Doesn't fall. Rebound by Ramos. Back out to DeMello. Caldwell for three. No good, and a rebound. This by Pouillon, who just checked into the game. Mata, guarded by DeMello. Gives to Pouillon. No good. Gets his own rebound. Drives. Up and no good. Rebound by Maddox, and he's fouled over the top by Pouillon.
Nice work on the boards there by Tony Maddox. Pick up the foul.
Number 24, A.J. Ferrara to check back in for the Falcons. Ferrara with 4 fouls, going to have to watch himself. 5:07 remaining here in the game. Tony Maddox will take a seat for the Falcons. And Caldwell inbounds to DeMello. Down by 10, 49-39. Caldwell nearly stolen. Silva takes the shot. No good, gets his own rebound. Nice work by Joe Silva. Looks down low. Dishes back to DeMello. Takes the three. No good. And they give the ball to the Bulldogs.
Falcons just rushing their shots on offense, Jared.
Number 41, Andy McGregor back in for the Bulldogs. Mata drives, stops, back out to McGregor. Looks down low, finds Souza. Back to McGregor. The foul out front on number 14, Brian Caldwell. Number 32, George Corinthus to check back into the game for the Falcons. And he'll replace Joe Silva. Caldwell now has 4 fouls, as does A.J. Ferrara. Andy McGregor at the line. Hits the first. He'll get another. Bulldogs by 11. McGregor hits the second. 4:32 remaining. 51-39. Bulldogs. Caldwell to Corinthus. Over to DeMello, looking down low. Corinthus fakes the three. Brian Caldwell drives, and he traveled. Joe Silva will check back in. He'll check in for Brian Caldwell. Number 43. Mark Pouillon into Mark Marusi. Marusi got it by Corinthus. Over to Mata. Mata out to Marusi. Here's Mata. McGregor tries to dish down low to Souza. And A.J. Ferrara gets the ball stolen by Souza. Pouillon loses the handle. Kicks back to Mata. Over to McGregor. Down low to nobody. Out of bounds. Falcon ball.
Hard to believe, Jab, but the Falcons are up 2 points at halftime.
Here's Joe Silva. Guarded by Pouillon. Almost loses the handle of the ball. Back out to Corinthus. To DeMello. Over to Silva. Silva pulls up. Can't hit. Rebound by Marusi. Out of bounds off the Falcons. It'll be a Bulldog ball.
Well, John, the Falcons only scored 9 points this half. That's definitely part of their downfall here.
Pouillon. Inbounds to Marusi. Back to Mata. Mata gives to Pouillon, who drives up the court. Over to Souza. Souza down low. There'll be an offensive foul called on Andy McGregor. And the Bulldogs want a timeout. They'll get it with 3:16 remaining. Up by 12. We'll be right back. Good 9 second half points. Definitely a big part of their downfall thus far here.
Well, John, the defense isn't playing all that bad. Just the offense just can't seem to sink it.
Up by 2 at the half. Now down by 11. 3:16 remaining. George Corinthus is set to inbound the ball. Does so to Joe Silva, and he'll take it up the court. Silva finds DeMello. Back to Silva, gives the three. In and out, rebound by Marusi. Marusi got it by Corinthus. Gives to McGregor. Back out to Mata. Mata finds McGregor. Drives. Can't get to 2, gets his own rebound. And is fouled on the way up by Tom Ramos. Riskin checks back in for the Bulldogs. Scott Corsi likewise for the Falcons. Here's McGregor at the line. Hits the first. And he hits the second as well. 2:43 remaining. Falcons down by 14. DeMello for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Corsi. Back out to Corinthus. His 3 doesn't fall as well. AJ Ferrero gets down the ball. Can't get it to go. Gets his rebound and puts it home. Falcons go to the press. Here's Riskin.
The three's just not falling for the Falcons tonight, Jared.
Mata. Stolen by Corsi. And he's fouled from behind by Mark Marusi. Falcons will inbound the ball with 2:14 remaining, down by 12.
Falcons resorting to the three-point shot. Last trip down the court. Only 2:14 left.
George Corinthus to inbound the ball for the Falcons. Gives to Joe Silva. Down by 12, Jay. They need some quick offense. Corinthus fakes the 3. Dishes to Corsi. Joe Silva fakes the 3. Back out to DeMello. Back out to Ferrer. He drives. Open lane for 2.
That's the need, Jared, but it's come a little late here.
Calls the trap. And Chris DeMello fouls number 42, Alex Rogers. Be a third foul on DeMello. And Rogers will go to the line, shooting 1-1.
1:44 left here, Jared. Falcons down 10.
1:44 remaining, as Jay just said. And the Falcons going to need some really quick offense. Here's Rogers. In and out of the first shot. Rebound by Ferreira. Gives to DeMello on the wing. Pulls up for 3. No good. Gets his own rebound. Down low to Corsi. Oh, it doesn't fall, but he gets fouled.
Good move there by Scott Corsi underneath to pick up the foul.
The Bulldog foul will be on Andy McGregor. That's 5 on him, and he is fouled out. Coach Shockrow for the Bulldogs will have half a minute. Put another Bulldog in. Shockrow looks to be tucking to Pouillant. He does. Pouillant will check in for McGregor. 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. A minute 32 remaining here in this one. As Scott Corsi at the line shooting 2.
Gonna need both of these, Jared.
Scott Corsi normally a good free throw shooter. See if he can get them to fall. Here's Corsi, dip, shoots. In and out on the first one.
Well, Jared, nothing seems to be falling for the Falcons in this whole second half.
Corsi knows he needs this one to fall. Puts it up. This one does fall. Down by 9. They put on the trap. Here's A.J. Ferrara trapping Puyant. Fouls off his leg. But the Bulldogs will get the ball back once again. The 20, Kelsey Robinson will check in for the Bulldogs. And Alex Rogers will take a seat.
Falcons gonna be forced to foul here.
Puyant in low to Mata. And Mata's fouled by DeMello. That's DeMello's 4th foul of the game.
Mata, normally a good foul shooter, Jared, but this point in the game can't really choose who you're going to put at the foul line.
That's right, Jay. Mata's done well in the first half here. I don't believe he's had any foul shots in the second half. Minute 24 remaining. Mata hits the first. Pulls the Bulldogs back up to a 10-point lead. Mata sinks the second one as well, as the Falcons going to need some really quick scoring here, probably a 3-pointer. Gives to Corentis. Down low to A.J. Ferrara for 2.
We're going to have to foul quickly, Jared.
Riskin's fouled by Corentis. And Riskin will go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1 with 1:07 remaining.
Yeah, Falcons hoping for a Bulldog miss here, Jared.
And the Bulldogs will call a timeout with 1:07 remaining. They're leading 55-46. We'll be right back. Here we are back, WFTB, with Joe Riskin at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs. Their lead is 9 with 1:07 remaining. I guess not totally all hope lost here for the Falcons. I guess they have one shot left. Riskin can't find the first, and A.J. Ferrara comes down with the rebound. Mello pulls up for 3. No good. Rebound by Clausen. He's fouled by Kelsey Robinson. Corsi will go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1.
Falcons need every point they can get here, Jared.
59 seconds remaining. Down by 9. Corsi can't find the range of the first. Rebound by Ferrara. He puts it home. Down by 7.
Bulldogs allowed A.J. Ferrara to get right inside and get the easy rebound, easy 2.
A.J. Ferrara comes out with the ball. Ferrara will be called for the foul.
And he's out of there, Jared. That's 5.
That's 5 on Ferrara, and he's gone. Now, many people in the house tonight believe that foul was called on A.J. Ferrara. A tough way to go for Ferrara.
Well, the guys in black and white aren't the most popular people here tonight, that's for sure, Jared.
And Coach Glenfield will have 30 seconds to choose a new guy. 50 seconds remaining, down by 7.
Hasn't put anyone on the floor as of yet, Jared.
Mark Puyant.
It's going to be Caldwell.
Shooting 1-and-1, yes, and it will be Brian Caldwell checking in for the Falcons.
Falcons down 7 here, but the Bulldogs at the line.
Here's Puyant. Dips, shoots. Can't find it. Rebound by Riskin. Mark Barussi is fouled. And he'll be fouled by Joe Silva. Sub number 31, Joe Souza, for the Bulldogs of Old Rochester. 55-48. Bulldogs, 45 seconds remaining in this one. Mark Marusic at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. And the first dip shoots and hits. Down by 8 of the Falcons. 45 seconds remaining. Marusic, dip, shoots, hits again. Caldwell inbounds to Joe Silva. Over Cristobal for 3. No good. Rebound by Corsi. Back out to Correntis for 3 again. Just no good as well. And the rebound by Souza. Foul going Scott Corsi. His second foul. 33 seconds remaining, and it looks all but over for the Falcons. Down by 9. Going to the line will be Joe Souza, shooting a 1-and-1. Souza hits the first. He'll get a second. Dip, shoots, and hits. Caldwell inbounds to Silva, down by 11. Half a minute remaining. Corsi puts up the 3, no good. Rebound by Marusic. Riskin quickly fouled. And the foul will go on Scott Corsi again, his third.
I don't know what the exact statistics are, Jared, but the Falcons seem to have taken about 33-point shots tonight and have only hit about 5.
Yes, Jay, they've had a tough night from behind the black stripe, and they got to hit them. That's one of their big factors, and they haven't done so tonight.
Not really necessarily bad shots, Jared. Open 3-point shots, just not falling for them tonight.
Timeout taken by Coach Glenn Field. 22 seconds remaining. 59-48 in favor of the Bulldogs. And here are the Bulldog cheerleaders. And the Falcons are awaiting the Bulldogs out of the huddle. 22 seconds remaining. And Joe Riskin will be at the line, shooting 1-and-1. Here's Riskin. Dip, shoots, misses. Brian Caldwell loses the ball out of bounds. 21 seconds remaining. Here's Pouillant. Can't find anyone. 5-second call on the Bulldogs. Silva gets the ball inbounded by Caldwell. Drives toward the lane. No good. Rebound by Souza, and he's no foul called. There'll be a tie-up. 11 seconds remaining. Possession arrow shows the Bulldogs' possession. Inbound to Riskin. Marusic. Back to Riskin. Over to a wide open Pouillant. Down low to Souza. Puts it up. No good, and that'll be the end of this one. The final score, Old Rochester Bulldogs 59, Dayton Rehoboth Falcons 48. And that's it from this one. For Jay Lake, this is Jared Dua saying we'll see you next time and goodbye.
DR1 right down to the wire, and Seacon will come into the game under 500 around 3-11 in conference play.
And if you can't make it out here to the stadium, we will have it for you. The stadium, the gymnasium, we'll have it for you on Tuesday night. Back down from underneath. Here's Sullivan. Sullivan gets it back out. Over to Giller. Giller turns the basketball over. Rarity from him. Here's Rosa. Rosa 2-on-1 for the moment. Right to the basket. Stuff from underneath. What a play from Arnold. Day getting set to check in. Egan's all alone for the time being. Right through traffic. Was clobbered from underneath. And Egan went down hard. Egan really went down hard. Look of concern. Some of the ignorant fans on the Apponequet side with some afterword. I hate that. Day will check in. Egan's all right. Yeah. You want him down the stretch. We're looking for postseason play here, boys. Egan to the free throw line. DeMello will check in now. Day is in. Gilder now sits down. What a night for him. I'm thinking Egan will come out after this. George Corentis also getting set to check in for the DR Falcons. So, sweep here tonight over the Apponequet Lakers. You're waiting back.
Greg Arnold checks out of the game. Big game by Greg Arnold. Probably the best game I've seen him play all season long. Arnold pumped in 13 points tonight. Instrumental in holding the team down and creating a lot of leadership out there for him.
107. 75-57. Gilder checked out with 18 points. Egan now checks out. 107-76-57 our score. Back on the Apponequet Lakers. From midcourt, it's picked up there from Pothier. Pothier looking for help. Bounce pass inside. Here's Kleiner. Kleiner fires it up and good. All Academic under a minute now. DR 1 win away from postseason play. Looking now at Friday night. 49 seconds. Back over, here's Corentis. Corentis now looking to back it up. It's Sullivan. Sullivan looking for help. Cross court. Day. Day always dangerous from three-point land. George Corentis. Day and Corentis, two that could be starting next season. Here's DeMello. He'll definitely be starting next season. DeMello gets it back over to Day. Day now starts on top. Starts his launch. Finds Corentis. Corentis had thoughts of three. Day and Corentis know each other's play. They play it in junior varsity. Corentis is fouled down the lane. 22 seconds left as DR will hand Apponequet their first conference loss here tonight, Jim Marshall. That, if not conference enough, they've got one more to go.
One more to go in league play, and it's not going to be easy. They got the biggest rivalry they got going in Seacon coming up next, and then they play Nauset, who was 14-2 overall, ranked 9th in Eastern Mass. Thank goodness both games are home, but the road after tonight doesn't get any easier for them, and they can't take this win as like they're in the tournament. They've still got to win one more.
That's absolutely right. George Corentis looking for another. Corentis shot up good. 78-59. Take it to the bank. DR's 11th win of the season. 20 seconds left. Back down on the far side. Here's Bowler. Bowler goes back on top. Pothier. Pothier finds a pass inside to Rosa. Rosa to the basket. No good. Here's Sullivan. 10 seconds left now. Here's Lake. Lake on the near side looking for help. Lake goes back on top. Corentis ball sneaking out. Green gets it back. 2 seconds left. DR's 11th win of the season. We look to Seacon and Apponequet's first loss in the South Coast Conference. They dropped to 15-2, still outstanding overall. DeMello for three at the buzzer, no good, and that's it. DR defeats the Apponequet Lakers 78-59, and the Lakers go to the showers for the first time this season in a South Coast Conference loss. Our final score, DR 78, Apponequet 59. Stay tuned, we'll wrap it up. The post-game show and more. DR Falcons basketball is coming up. Hey, it's Stan, the #1 fan from Apponequet. Fell a little bit short tonight, but wasn't it an exciting game, Stan?
Yes, it was. And I feel bad for our team for losing, and I thought we were going to catch up there for a minute, but it was too much too far down. But I wanted us to catch up so we can win. But I don't know where we are now, what place we are in now. But I hope we're still in the playoff hunt.
You guys will be there. This is an outstanding basketball team. Now 15-2 overall, 13-1 in the SEC. Stan, I'll inform you, it's one of the best, and Apponequet is a good basketball team.
Yeah, and the job, and I give the credit to the coach, the head coach here, to Coach. Can I say his name?
Go ahead.
Coach Kaliga there. Sure. He's one of the best coaches. I've been helping him during the games, and I enjoy watching the games when I come to the games.
Stan, give me 5.
Hey, and I would like to say hello to everybody outside, and I want to say hello to all my friends over there. I want them to say hello. If you can point the microphone.
Hey, they got him. They got him.
Hey, and I hope we win on Friday night.
Okay.
And I hope you guys have a good time too.
Okay, Stan.
Okay.
Best of
And
luck.
thank you, and
Nice
I hope
meeting
to see you again next year.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
That's Stan, the #1 fan. We've got DR Falcons coming up next. 78-59, a big win here tonight for the DR Falcons, and it was a big one. All of that. Win number 11. We're one away from postseason play, but let's get back to the basics. An outstanding game tonight. Barry Giller.
Oh, it was the greatest game we played so far this season. We came out, we wanted to beat this team more than anybody else, and we just did our job. It was great.
You were down 6-2, then 13 unanswered. That had to feel good.
Oh, yeah, it was great. It just felt great to win this game. Been waiting for it a long time.
Co-captain Greg Arnold, my colleague called it one of the finest games he's seen you play, and it was all that tonight. You were outstanding, and congratulations.
Thanks. It's what we needed, and then hopefully we can just keep this up going into the tournament, and we'll be going on an upbeat note, and maybe we can go somewhere.
First, we look to Seekonk. That's coming up on Friday night, and that's a big rivalry, and anything can happen.
That'll be a big game. We have to win that one. If we can win that one and get in, then Nauset will just play, and we'll play hard, then we'll go from there.
It's your senior year, the both of you, and nothing would be better than making postseason play. But we've got two ahead, Seekonk and then Nauset. They beat you last time.
Yeah, Seekonk was a tough game. Nauset's very tough. They're a very good team. Last year was kind of disappointing, so this year we're going to try. We're going to do everything we can to get into the tournament.
I'll go back to the other co-captain here, and well, as the Apponequet team beat you last time, you showed them tonight that you beat one of the ranked teams here in Eastern Massachusetts. You beat them.
They're ranked 8th in the state in the Eastern Mass, and we knew we could beat them. We have the talent to do it, and we've been waiting. And me, Greg, and John have been on the varsity 3 years, never beat them. We waited for it, and we finally did it. Felt great.
That's great, guys. A big win here tonight. Yeah. We'll talk to Coach Glenn Field. It's not over yet. DR Falcons basketball is just ahead. Have taken their time filing out tonight, all in celebration of a big win here tonight for the DR Falcons. Got both coaches here tonight. Earlier you saw the JV and then the varsity win a big one here. Let's start with Coach Bill Cuthbertson. JV played very well tonight and the varsity topped it off nicely.
Yeah, it was a good start. I was really pleased that the whole team at the JV game really contributed well. We got in early foul trouble, and the guys that came off the bench, particularly Mark Broshue and Brian Caldwell, did a great job for us.
I'll tell you, there's some talk on where's DR lie in the future. I saw something good here tonight.
Well, like I told you earlier in the year, those kids are going to have to play next year, and really how much better they get in the off-season will determine how well they can do. But it's really, they're going to have a wonderful opportunity to play next year.
We really sometimes get a chance to talk. Are you satisfied with the JV season thus far? We've got a couple games left.
Yeah, we've been thrilled. We had no idea, how good we could be. And the thing that's been great is we've defended well all year, and that's given us a chance to win. And we're starting to respond to that, and we're getting a little better offensively.
Coach Cuthbertson, let's hope the success continues.
I hope so.
Coach Glenn Field, a big one here tonight. Well, you called it a must-win Friday night after the Case game. It did happen tonight for DR. I'm calling it the best game I've seen all season. You might feel different.
I think I'd have to agree with you. Apponequet's a great basketball team, and we caught them on the right night, I think, and some things didn't go their way. Gates getting in foul trouble was a big factor. I'm sure they'll rebound from this, but our kids wanted the game very, very badly. They've lost, since their sophomore year, our seniors have lost 5 consecutive times to Apponequet. So this game meant a lot to them, meant a lot to me personally, and we're not in the tournament yet, but it obviously increases our chances somewhat.
Egan is an excellent basketball player, but there is more to this team. Arnold tonight, Giller, everybody contributed.
No question about it. It was a total team effort. Giller had 18 points. Jay Spryer was immense. He got some very, very important offensive rebounds and finished them off. He did a lot of good things out there. Greg did a lot of things good, showed some leadership on the floor. Even the guys on the bench that came in, they did what they had to do to make us win the game.
Down 6-2 is really the only time you trail. A 13-point run really helped out. A better first quarter tonight, Coach.
Yes, very much so. I was a little concerned when we got down 6-2, but I knew it wasn't that we were flat. Our team was ready for the game, so at that point I figured, well, this is going to be a real tight one. I was very surprised by the way the game played.
I've got to ask you, because I'm reflecting back to the Bourne game there at halftime when Bourne stormed back and beat you. Was that going through your head also at halftime?
It wasn't just going through my head. It came out my mouth. Was mentioned to the team.
Okay, Coach, we look ahead to Seekonk, and anything can happen there. The arch rivals.
That's certainly correct. They'll be it's their last game of the year. They'll be sky high for it based on how they played against us the first game. If we respond and come out ready to play like we did tonight, we'll be okay.
Coach, the fingers across. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Coach Bill Culbertson and Coach Clayton Field. Jim Marshall now joins me. Jim, one of the more exciting ones we've seen here this season. This one falling in favor in the hands of DR Falcons.
The most exciting game I've seen all season by the Falcons right here. And, the coach was saying it was the best game of the year. And without a doubt, that was the most emotion DR has played with all year. And you could see it. I mean, if they had played every game, I know it's tough to, get a team pumped up as much as they were. But tonight, they were so pumped up from the opening tap-off right to the end of the game. Looking at the stats here tonight, just to show you how balanced it was tonight. John Egan, as we said, leads the team in scoring all year long. Tonight he had 22 points, 4 off his average. But the other players were the ones that contributed. Barry Giller with 18 points tonight. Greg Arnold, as Coach said, a lot of leadership tonight. He pumped in 13 points. Probably the best game I've seen him play tonight. Jay Spryer, an immense game, hustle-wise, 17 points tonight. Balanced scoring all the way through for the Falcons tonight. And usually, that we've talked about the inconsistencies that they have. Tonight, there were none. 18 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second. The big quarter was the third quarter, when you thought that maybe Apponequet would come out at the half and take over the game. They never did. 26 points, 18 to finish off the game for a total of 76. Apponequet, on the other hand, once they lost Gates, I think that was the key. He's their senior, he's their captain, he's their leader. And once Josh Gates went out with 4 fouls 5 minutes into the game, I think that really hurt him. But the only leader right there for Apponequet for the game tonight was Don Seifert. He had 22 points. Everybody else, Gates only contributed with 6, and it was just the key right there, I think, was the third quarter for them, because they came out, made their run, but DR just never let them back in the game. They hung with them, and tonight, just the biggest win of the season, I think.
Biggest win for the Falcons of the season. You hit it right on the head, and I'll leave you with this. Mitch Kaliga said back on January 12th, I fear playing DR at the DR Gymnasium because they are indeed an excellent basketball team. One away to clinch a postseason spot. We'll talk to you next time. For Jim Marshall and Ed Olney, Matt Tanzi, I'm Darren Smith. Catch you next time here on WFDB.